Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mike Colleen at MikeColleen.com or CorrectFemaleCode.com. Remember, my book is on sale for April only. It's normally $60. Now it's only $29 for April only. Okay, let's get to the message. Okay, so Terrence made a response to my ED, erectile dysfunction video. I've had some clients over the years. They weren't even that old, 45 years old or so, saying, hey, I'm having problems down there. Well, here's the deal. Terrence said, yeah, and porn can do that too, or porn too. I'm like, no, porn can't cause erectile dysfunction. That's not true. If you have an emotional trauma inside, maybe on some level that could trigger that. But in and of itself, porn can't get inside your body. All right, so here's the deal. This client of mine went through divorce, and he'd only been married to her. I don't even think it was 3 years. I think it was 2.5 years. And this is in California. This is more than 15 years ago. So back then, pretty much women got whatever they want. I want to believe the laws have changed, but I don't know that, and I don't think they've changed very much. So here's the deal. He'd been paying for this house for like, I think it was 10 years or 12 years before he ever met her. He had a dog before he met her. Well, get this. She gets the house, she gets the dog, and he was like, why do you get the dog? You don't even like the dog. Well, she was doing this to hurt him. Divorce for a lot of women is to rip your heart and soul out because they're not getting the number one thing that they want because men don't know what it is. I teach that in my course, Crack the Female Code. It's the number one piece of Crack the Female Code, emotional fulfillment. It's done in the right brain way. That's another subject. But see, women don't get what they need in a relationship, not because you're bad, because you don't know what it is. Well, they assume you do because that's the way they're wired. So they assume, well, so are you. You do the same thing to them. You're like, well, this is the way you love women. No, it's not. The way a man loves a woman is not the way a woman receives love. They have to receive it in the right brain internal way. Otherwise, women look at you and think, oh, you don't care about me? Oh, okay, fine. And the war, what is it called? The war of love or whatever, it's on. She's going to destroy you because she feels like you've been hurting her on purpose and not caring, but you did. But you were doing it in the male way, which she does, her right brain can't process, doesn't receive it, doesn't understand it. And you're like, but I loved her with all my heart and soul. Yeah, but you did it in the male way. Now here's the deal. Let's add a little bit to this. Pastor Rex a long time ago and told me, he said, you know, Michael, marriage wasn't designed to protect women. You know, the whole courting phase of wait a year, engagement and all that and not have sex. That was to protect the male. I'm like, what are you talking about? When men have sex, they open up emotionally and they fall in love. Now, if you do that, you become kind of blind and you're not sure if she's in love with you. The whole idea is you got to watch her, get to know her first to see if she's a psycho, if she's a con artist, if she's here to rip you off, if she's here to screw you over, if she's a bad person, if she's a cheater. You're not going to see any of that once you fall in love. You're like, oh, I love her. He goes, and then down the road, you might get her pregnant and she might leave and you're going to make an 18-year payment plan. He goes, it's designed to protect the male because, okay, here's my point. The doorway to a man's heart is through the groin, all right? If you get hurt so you go from the groin to the heart. So after you have an orgasm, that opens you up to your emotional heart system, okay? Technically, it's opening up to your emotional right brain, which you feel here. If you get hurt emotionally, what happens is your heart shuts down an artery in the lower brain, which shuts you down there. So if you need Viagra, Cialis, and all that crap, it's because something was done emotionally to you. Your girlfriend in high school ripped your heart out, then it was your college girlfriend, then it was your first wife, then it was your second wife, and so forth. After a period of time, your heart says, I can't take it, or it could be that one, like that client. The judge even goes out of nowhere. He goes, the judge just looked at her, well, do you want a new car? She goes, can I do that? She goes, yeah. And the judge added it on. He goes, so I had to buy her a car. That guy got screwed. So he was terrified of love. You get it? So we had to get him over the emotional trauma of that. And then all of a sudden, Mr. Happy started functioning again. Didn't need a single pill. That's my point of the video that I talked about erectile dysfunction. So the point being is, guys, is when your heart gets hurt, the way it protects itself is by shutting that down there, okay? When you heal the trauma, the emotions, and you learn what you're supposed to learn, everything starts to function good again. That was the point of that video. And in my experience, I have no idea how porn could do that. I don't know how porn could damage you emotionally on that level to where you would shut down that. That's not a possibility. I don't see it. Remember, my book is on sale. Go to CorrectFemaleCode.com. Bye.